fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here. And now, whenever we last left off, we had Izuku Midoriya and Bakugo Katsuki. These two are facing off in the World Tournament, and their fight was interrupted whenever a mysterious man showed up. Now, that man claimed to be the Emperor of the Universe, and he struck fear into Midoriya's heart. Now, with that being said, we do pick up roughly 2 days later with Izuku Midoriya, him sitting in front of a screen, as multiple different people are on it, and they are all talking. Now, with that, they're all going on into different conversations, talking about how with the Emperor here, they have no choice but to surrender. And some are talking about how they cannot. If they surrender, then they are simply just going to be brought back into whatever little war or whatever little things he ever wants to do with any species. And then there is currently the king of the mysterious planet, Mina's father, who actually does go on stating that they know nothing about what the Emperor is like. If he simply just deems them to no longer be useful to him, they will be destroyed or killed. It does not matter. He has done much less for simpler reasons. And that he's a brutal and destructive man. Now, we do cut to Izuku Midoriya, who is still sitting there, with his arms folded over, as he replays the events that happened in his head. He goes to push the man backwards, but the man brings his hand up, faster than Midoriya can see, and grabs him by the throat. And then there's that energy he felt whenever he walked by him. He could have sworn that he heard billions of people, countless people, crying out and screaming for help. He's never felt anything that evil. Janemba, in comparison, was innocent to this man. Now, you also do have Midoriya's blood, which someone does begin to boil at the idea of fighting this man again. However, it also does somewhat freeze at the very same idea. How can he be so pumped up but scared at the same time? Now, people do try and get Midoriya's attention once more. Midoriya's father-in-law actually asks him a question, asking Midoriya if he does think that he can beat the man. Oh, it would be possible, yes, but I don't know how long it would take. Possible? What are you talking about? You're going against the Emperor. Listen, I've been training my whole life. I've fought threats that were more, well, benign than him. My parents even ended the Saiyan Civil War. Your parents? And where are they now? Your parents are dead, are they not? I don't see how they will be of use to us. Now, that actually does anger Midoriya, as he actually just stand up and push his hands down onto the desk he's at. Then watching Midoriya's eyes change in color, along with Midoriya feeling his heart pound a bit heavier. Midoriya is screaming that they have no right to talk about his parents like that. In fact, if he'd never stopped that war, then the Saiyans could have come after any one of their planets. Midoriya then just slamming his hand down on the screen, breaking it. Now, after that does happen, Midoriya actually does calm down, pulling his hand out of the computer and beginning to try and catch his breath. Shit. It happened again. Now, with that, Momo actually does walk in, asking Midori if he's alright. I'm fine. It's just getting a bit harder. I see. Well, are you sure that you're going to be able to work like you are now? I think so. I just need to try and remain calm. But are you sure you're going to be able to? Every time you've lost it a little like this, it doesn't end well. Yeah, I understand. I think I just need to meditate. Then again, I did tell you about it, right? Your experiences in the cave? Yeah. I still don't understand them. Well, at least their meanings. I think I do. Whenever I saw my father, he had a tail. He never had one. I think I'm at least somewhat there. Well, whatever I was shown, I think it might be the key to doing it. Either one. Now, with that being said, Midoriya actually just walked back out into the living room. And the news is currently covering the Emperor's arrival, as the Earth Defense Force has not yet listed a statement, whether or not they are going to try and fight against this man, or willingly surrender to his, well, demands. Now, with that being said, Midoriya actually just walk outside, and go to sit down. Wakashi actually looking outside to see his father. Now, with that being said, you also do have Edza, who does try and understand what's going on. Wakashi basically hussing his sister and saying that Dad's meditating. Oh, sorry. But is he gonna be okay again? I heard a loud thud. I heard it too. I don't know. But it's that guy he saw earlier. His power level was crazy. Didn't you feel it? Oh yeah, but Dad's gonna beat him, right? I don't know. I mean, I've never seen him fight before. There hasn't been a threat before for us to face. Dad always talks about training us and being ready, but even then, nothing ever showed up. Though, I'm guessing now is a better time than ever. What are you talking about? Well, I was gonna try and talk to Dad. I wanted to learn a bit more about going to school. Why would you do that? Well, I don't know. It's kind of interesting to me. I've heard about bioenhancements, cybernetics, all sorts of strange and crazy stuff that can help you get stronger. But we're Saiyans, or part Saiyan, I guess. Why would you want to learn about that stuff? I don't know. I just don't like being cramped up in the house all day. Even then, we fly out to the city, get food, snacks, pick up groceries, that's about it. I just want to go out and see the world. Do you think Dad would let me go on an adventure? I don't know. That's a hard one. You could ask him. Now, with that, Wakashi actually does think about this idea. And he does actually go to walk outside, doing so as he's careful to keep his head down because of the current moon. Now, with that, the moon is actually on the other side of Wakashi's house, and his shadow does actually illuminate, stretching out further. Midoriya actually opening his eyes and slowly looking his head to the left, as Wakashi actually does sit down next to his father and begin to meditate. Now, Wakashi does actually ask his father if he's okay. I'm fine, son. But, Dad, you seem to be a bit more angry? No. It's just. Somebody said something about my mom and dad. They made me a bit angry myself. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Your mom and dad, Inko and Hasashi, right? Yes, son, those are their names. Hmm. Yeah, you don't really talk about Grandma and Grandpa. Why is that? I mean, I know that they're gone and all, but I don't think you ever told the story. Midoriya turning his head and opening his eyes, saying that the story isn't really a happy one. He knows about Super Saiyan 2, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, I, I sort of found it whenever I was 8, Dad. Yeah, I know. Surprisingly, you were actually able to knock out one of my teeth. Oh, sorry, Dad. Yeah, I didn't expect you to go Super Saiyan 2 in the middle of a fight. Hmm. Anyways, basically, I killed my parents. Uh, oh, but it's alright, you brought them back. Or are they still in the other world? No, son, they're not. Anywhere. I used Midoriya bring up his left hand, and creating destruction energy, saying this power. Him quickly bringing his hand together and crushing the energy, as it slowly begins to disperse. Wakashi actually watching that. Midoriya saying that Hakai energy is dangerous. It's the only energy he would actually think twice about using against somebody. For one simple reason. They they will be destroyed completely, body and soul. He used it against Cell. His parents held him still, and whenever he used it, he thought that he could revive them. He found out that he couldn't. There is a way to bring them back, but he has to figure that out. The Dragon Balls can't do it. Even Namek's Dragon Balls can't do it. It's a whole thing. Oh, okay. But I kind of did want to ask you a question. Now, before Wakashi can even open his mouth, there is a large surge of energy. Both Midoriya and Wakashi looking up. Now, as they are looking up, directly in front of them, Midoriya can see a large explosion out in space. And this is quite surprising. Now, Midoriya tries to think. That was a galaxy, was it not? No, that couldn't have been random. That surge of power. Wait. Keep an eye on. Midoriya then feeling a second surge, as another explosion does go off. Now, the Emperor is currently out in space. releasing his power and destroying several galaxies. Midoriya feeling this disturbance, as you do have Momo and Mina, along with Hope and Etza, run out and see what is going on. By the time the surges are over, you can just see what looks to be a pure black spot up in the starry night sky. And it's creepy. Midoriya understanding that that was the Emperor, and trying to actually run back inside. As soon as he actually does go to grab a phone and try and get into contact with somebody. Now, all over the world, this is beginning to be reported. As the Earth Defense Force, they get into contact with the Galactic Patrol. The Galactic Patrol trying to extend outwards and find out what was going on. Now, they do find that the Emperor, he destroyed several galaxies just to make an example of it. The pure power he does wield. And he simply just called that a warning. Now, Midoriya then hears the Emperor's next threat. For every day Midori does not say he'll work with him or serve under him, he will destroy another galaxy. In fact, he'll make it 3. So, the countless lives lost by the end of the month, whenever he does go back to Earth, will all be on Midoriya's hands. And it is quite simple. If by the end of that 30 days Midoriya refuses, he will kill that man and then take his planet. In fact, he will have fun hunting down everyone on it, piece by piece, person by person. He will take his time and make sure that no one regrets their champion's choice. They will all live in hell. Now, this does piss Midoriya off once again, as Midoriya's chest does actually burst out a bit more, and his eyes do change color once again. Now, Midoriya just sits there a bit angrily, and he actually does go to leave. Now, with that being said, where is he? Midoriya used instant transmission to get away. And we do have Beerus's planets. Midoriya arriving there, as he actually does drop down onto the ground, before simply just letting out a massive amount of power, screaming out in rage, before bringing his hand back down and smashing it down onto the ground. Now, Vados has actually stepped forwards, asking Midoriya if he is ready to continue his training. Vados, is it possible to go further? I do not understand your question. Vados, you know exactly what I mean. Whenever I've tried going beyond Super Saiyan 2, can I do it? I do not know. I do not believe that it would be possible. Even then, I do want to say that your other idea might be a bit better. But are you sure that you should be training the way you are right now? You are highly unstable, I believe. And you are easily set off. Midoriya yelling at Vados that he does not care about that. He can figure that problem out after he kills that bastard. As he actually does power up to Super Saiyan 2 and rush towards her. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.